All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 or.
Mike 54. Army.
Big grip.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
On the set.
54. Mike 54. I'm coming. Take 4.
6-6. Bullet high.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check curls. Joker.
Who draw Corker? 5.
On third down, Johnson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
Ready.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Right there. 54. Right.
Any weapon.
54 Mike. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready. Check. He's coming.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's got Smith here. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. Pittsburgh. Hey. Any weapon.
Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. It's Falk out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The throw by Taylor there, knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's track.
On first down, it's Taylor. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down.
Here I come again. 51's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And this one complete to Smith. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On second down, Johnson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, it's Johnson. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Falk. He gets it to Brown, complete. They get 9 yards there, and they get a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, set.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
60 or.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Check safety.
On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Carry on Johnson. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check pass, check pass.
Taylor now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Jones has it.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base.
Now on second and 13. Taylor. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyrod Taylor with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Here's Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, Falk. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
They'll try and throw for it here. This will be caught by Brown. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. On the ground, this is Johnson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check, 59.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fulk. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Fulk, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, you don't want to see
from the gun, it's Taylor. He completes it to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Taylor now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Taylor. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Taylor sliding out of the pocket. That was going to looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Falk. He's going to rifle one deep left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st and 10, Falk.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll find Hall. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Keep playing hard.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He's coming. Double it.
Here's Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I can't believe they even let you play. Switch.
General West.
Check three.
Smoke. Go.
Now here's Falk. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
I'm going to come back to you. Why? Get wide.
Go.
Check. 59.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Pick up the ball. Check.
Here's McKissick. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run on first down. Johnson, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
15 line. 15 line.
Here I come. Here I come.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. To Johnson again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. 8, read.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Get it.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some
50,
are worse than others.
50.
You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Taylor. Stocker's got it, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Taylor. Throwing left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Running right, this is Freeman. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll sneak it with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
The Lions on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run with McKissick. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a 1st down. A carry now for McKissick. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll take this one down to the 36. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Falk looks to throw. He'll get this one to Galladay. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Check. 59.
On 4th down, Falk. And that is incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Good job, man.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, 4 down.
Back to the air, Taylor after the pick 6. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Taylor. He's got Smith here. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Taylor to throw. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison, able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, fellas.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Mike 50, Mark.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Kill.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
To throw is Taylor, operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is check Mike 50. Hey, come on,
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Watch the run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go again with McKissick. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
Go! 60 outlaw.
And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the double.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Cut. Kill.
80 weapon.
Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Whip. Watch the whip.
Shift.
Kill.
Speed driven.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Damon Harrison in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Lions, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options. Select the team you want to join. Start your season with Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended.